How does nothing matter? The short answer is that no thing is real. And how can something made up matter? Helen Schucman writes in A Course on Miracles that nothing real can be threatened and nothing unreal exists. And that is a difficult statement to conceptualize and explain with words. And in fact, I found it very difficult to unpick this at first. I found that what it means is that everything we label with words and opinions is deemed real because we gave it an identity. However, all these concepts have an end. Even our bodies will turn to dust eventually. And so everything our mind perceives doesn't matter. It can be threatened, and so holding on to it as if it has meaning is futile. When we hold on to something's meaning, we are defending it, putting our energy into defending the label that we gave something. When we get obsessed over definition and labels, what things should do according to the mind, we lose the playful energy in which we should be involved in these concepts. Made up stuff is to be played with. It is part of the game. So stop taking it so seriously and just read some Alan Watts. Our identities aren't real. They are entirely made up of who we think we are. And that is made up of a million concepts. So drop the act, play with it, and don't take yourself so seriously, because it's not yourself that you're defending, it's your ego. Drop the ego. Your fear of failure and addiction to lack have formed a curious relationship in which they keep each other alive within you. Their relationship keeps you stagnant. Your fear of failure is reinforced by your ego's need to survive, save face, and maintain its pride. The fear of failure often disables us. Your ego then only attempts what it knows it will succeed at. And your addiction to lack has been formed over years of not meeting your infinite potential through this inaction, through this fear of failure. Constantly letting yourself down. And I, for one, know that when I feel like I've let myself down, I feel intense emotion. I feel intensely like a failure, which is ironic because it's our fear of failure that got us here in the first place. And all of a sudden we've looped round. And when we fail, it reinforces the fear of doing that again, which loops around to failing. And it's funny how the ego keeps itself alive through that cycle. And we feel intensely like nothing can change. That we will forever be bad with money. That we will forever be insecure and anxious. That we will forever be in this same job that doesn't pay very well and is so menial and boring and we hate it, right? And all of these things are concepts, and I think the first step is often just honing in on what is real, and all of a sudden you find that all of the things around you that you hate, you suddenly start to just see as concepts, and you play with them and you lose the negativity and you stop reinforcing your ego. And you get your playful energy back. anyways, these emotions, and as Joe Dispenza puts it in his book Becoming Supernatural, these emotions are energy in motion. And Dispenza talks a lot about this in his book, and if you haven't read it, I thoroughly recommend it. It is quite a scientific read, so it can be quite difficult to read, but it's amazing. And these energies and this energy in motion, it releases chemicals in our body, and these chemicals manifest as tears, as anger, as getting blushed, the physical manifestation of the emotion. And we get addicted to these chemicals, just as we are and can be addicted to substances. The chemicals are substances, and we very quickly get addicted to it, and these situations reinforce our addiction to lack. And our ego finds safety there. It finds safety there. And we form addiction to the chemicals we produce ourselves when we create our own suffering. And when you realise that nothing we perceive matters, we can let go of our mind-made self, of our ego, and be rid of suffering and stagnancy that poisons your life. And I hope that you can find the grace and the peace and the joy that is infinitely present. And have fun with your present moment. Have fun with it, and don't take it so seriously. It's all gonna be okay, because nothing matters. Bye.